作太郎は実に面白い。今出てきた作助や作吉というのは兄弟なのか？
お家で待ってる作太郎の弟たちなの。作助は作太郎よりしっかりしてて、作吉はとっても器用で何でもできるの。でもみんなとっても仲良しなんだよ。みんなマリアのベッドの上で仲良くしてるの。
そなたのベッドの上はライオンだらけであるな。
It's covered in a lot of stuff.
だからマリアはベッドをライオンランドって呼んでるよ。ライオン以外にもいっぱい動物がいるけどね。
ライオンランドですか。それは楽しそうですな。
マリアの仲間たちは互いが互いと交流し合うことで、さらにその存在を強め合っている。見事な世界だわ。
私たちももっと交流を深めた方が良いということですね。絆を深め合うことで、私たちの存在も魔力ももっともっと強くなる。
わらわたちももっともっと世界を広げようぞ。聞く限りマリアの世界は作太郎やウサギたちだけでなく、他にわらわたちも負けてはおれぬぞ。
Yeah, we have to make more.
おやおや、
And I approve.
負けてはおれぬぞとなると、我らも眷属を増やしますか？
黄金の蝶だけではどうにも面白みがない。あやつらは喋らぬからな。喋り、騒ぎ、内輪で喧嘩をするくらいに賑やかな眷属が欲しいぞ。
I am very much in favor of this.
そうね。私たちも賑やかな方がいいに決まってる。
私たちはマリアージュ・ソルシエールで世界の広げ方と眷属の増やし方を学びました。今やどのような眷属を増やすもあなたの想像力次第。
お嬢様、あれなどいかがです？先日ゴールドスミスの倉庫整理の折に見つけたあの物騒な道具の数々をよりしろにされては。
Yeah, sure.
おお、良いではないか。あのような物騒なよりしろより権限した眷属こそわらわにはふさわしいぞ。我らはどんどん増えるな。にぎやかになるな。
新しいお友達がどんどん増えるの。これがマリアの魔法なの。そしてペアとはマリアのお友達に姿を与えることができる。育てることができる。
マリアが産み、わらわが育てるか。これぞマリアージュ・ソルシエールであるな。それにしてもウサギの耳はなかなかに難しい。ウサギたちの権限はなかなかに手間取るぞ。
せっかくですから可愛くしてあげたいものですね。
Thanks for Gilia.
無論であるわ。それこそわらわの腕の見せ所であるぞ。
Create a creature, give it a name, give it a form. Doing that is no different from giving birth to a new life. When a human gives birth to a child, they give it a form, give it a name to identify it by, and deepen its character by raising it in the world. Mariage Sorcier? Sure. Whatever. Is doing exactly the same thing. In our world, we can create whatever creatures we think of, give them forms, give them names, and make them friends we can interact with. We were engrossed with our game in this world in this game. At least Maria was engrossed. She'd badger me to play the game every time she came. And of course I was too. However, when Maria started happily writing something, and I was just sat there for a while, I must admit that I sighed and looked up at the sky, making sure she didn't notice. Boring. It's fun to increase the numbers of our minions. They make things so lively I do not tire of it. I may have tired of my minions alone, but when I can interact with Maria's minions as well, that does not happen. It takes two people to create a universe. I know that now that I now have that second person, so I'm satisfied. I think I am satisfied, and yet one little part of me is not. It truly is a tiny part. After all, it's so much fun playing with Maria that time seems to fly on by. But even so, when I look up at the sky, during those short moments I feel an empty feeling I can't describe. I know. My universe is not complete. My apologies to Maria. But she is not the second person I want to create a universe with. No matter how much I nurture my world with her, the roots of love in my heart leave gaps. 4 years have already passed since that day. He left saying he'd come for me riding a white horse, and I was the only one without a letter. And he even said that he probably wouldn't be returning to Rokenjima. Is this love? I always believed that love was so much sweeter, so much more intoxicating. It's both. And now I don't know anymore. It's like a fucking drug. Though I long for him so much it's maddening, I can sometimes feel hatred underneath it. However, even that hatred is wrapped in adoration. The roots of love have remained in the corners of my heart all this time, even though at some point I gave up hoping that Battler would return. However, the roots of love stayed right where they were. In other words, even 4 years later, I still believe. He will come back someday. The flower of my love has curled up and withered as though against the winter cold. However, the roots is still alive, and it is always waiting for him to return, waiting for a chance to bloom beautifully again. I'm grateful to Maria. This has eased the burden of my heart so much. If we hadn't met like this, I may have withered away along with that root. Even this incomplete universe is necessary for me to remain alive now. I must live on until I can create my complete universe. Until that day, I will not be complete. Though I have a form and a name, no matter how deep my world grows, I will not be complete. I accidentally muttered what I had been thinking. Maria stopped talking to Sakataro. Oh, sorry about that. I regretted that my slip of the tongue had ruined this fun time, but there was a long silence before I could smooth it over. I laughed, but it probably sounded hollow. Maria, not knowing why my face had suddenly changed like this, looked taken aback.
わらわの眷属たちは次々に世界を深め、その存在を深め、満たしていくのに、わらわだけがいつまでも満たぬ。なぜ満たぬかは分かっているのだ。
それは魔力が足りないからだよ。
Yeah, totally. Maria answered instantly. Beatrice lost her magical power and is unable to regain the power she once had. That's how the story goes, so Maria's answer was correct. That's right. I may be incomplete because I have lost my magical power. In that case, if my power becomes complete and I revive in the truest sense, will my world become complete as well? Does it mean that the person I want to nourish a universe with will come back? If, as I claim, I really was able to control miracles at will, in the past with my magic, then if I succeed in reviving, will that miracle occur without fail? If I could do that, I would want true magical power and use for my resurrection.
そうだな。魔力が足りないからであるな。
かわいそうに。ベアとはまだ魔力が弱いからいろいろと不自由なんだね。
Yeah, it is pretty inconvenient.
早く取り戻したいものだな。かつての魔力を。
やっぱりあれをやらなくちゃいけないんだよ。
あれとは何か。
復活の儀式。肖像画の碑文の儀式だよ。
If you read that epitaph literally, it does sound like a witch's resurrection ceremony. To Maria, who believes in witches, the epitaph must be a ceremony in itself. Unlike the other family members, it seems that she's not very interested in the location of the hidden gold.
あの碑文の謎を解けば、かつてわらわが金蔵に与えた莫大な黄金の隠し場所が知れよう。
Who cares about that?
ベアトが魔法で生み出した黄金だよね。
そうだ。魔力に満ち溢れし日の魔力の結晶である。
じゃあその黄金を取り戻せばベアトの魔力は元に戻るんだね。
そうなるかもしれぬな。
なるよ。うん、やっぱりあれはベアとの復活の儀式なんだよ。マリアも手伝うから一緒に解く。
Okay, Maria.
そしたらベアとは復活するよ。そして早くマリアをベアとの黄金鏡に連れて行って。
You know it.
そうだったな。きっとそなたを黄金鏡に連れて行くと約束していたな。
そこではどんな願いも叶うってベアとは言った。そこには黒い魔女のいない優しいママに会える。会ったことのないパパにも会えるかもしれないね。もちろん学校も宿題も意地悪な友達も誰もいなくて、マリアとベアとはいつまでも楽しく暮らせるの。ねえサク太郎、楽しみだね。おりゅう。
The epitaph of the portrait. Then must I face the epitaph's riddle? If Kinzo's children struggled uselessly over it, how could a complete stranger like me solve it? If I did happen to solve it, that would surely be a miracle. Will doing that bring about another miracle and return my miraculous power to me? Behold the sweet fish river running through my beloved hometown. You who seek the golden land follow its path downstream in search of the key.
金蔵の故郷の川を下れば鍵が見つかるとでも言うのか。
As you travel down the river, you will see a village. In that village, look for the shore the two will tell you of. There sleeps the key of the golden land.
川を下れば里もあろうが、二人が口にする騎士とは何か。
The one who obtains the key must then travel to the golden land in accordance with these rules. So those who do not have the key need not read the rest. I do not understand it, but that's how this riddle is. It's practically unsolvable, so solving it would be a miracle. That much makes sense. I felt a stabbing pain in my body. The anti-magic toxin had burned my skin. Some human is probably approaching. I erased my form. Multiple sets of footsteps approached. It was Genji, Shannon, and Kennen too.
皆、非分の謎解きに夢中なようだな。
はい。使用人たちの中にも碑文を書き写して持ち帰り、謎解きに挑む者が多いようです。
本当にあの謎を解くと10トンの黄金が見つかるのでしょうか。
うん。それは間違いない。
わかりません。どうして親方様は大切な黄金の隠し場所を謎めいた碑文とはいえ、こうして誰もが目にできる場所にさらすのでしょう。
それが親方様の魔法であり賭けだ。親方様はこの難解な謎を解いた者はベアトリーチェ様の魂を宿すと信じている。
不思議な賭け、いえ魔法ですね。
オカルト狂いも行き着くところまで行ったってわけだ。
そんなこと言っちゃダメ。
Yeah, shut up, Cannon.
碑文の謎に挑む資格は全ての者に許されている。無論それは使用人も例外ではない。
So this is where Genji kind of gives him the subtle push into this
お
thing.
前は挑んでいるのか？
いえ、こんな難しい謎私にはさっぱりですし、それに10トンも黄金があっても特に使い道も思いつきませんし、 私は今の穏やかな日がいつまでも続いてくれればそれで十分だと思ってます。
姉さんは最近ジョージ様といい雰囲気みたいだからね。浮かれて変なドジしなきゃいいけど。
そんなことありません。
With a backward glance at this conversation, Genji walked up to the portrait and looked up at the witch.
懐かしき故郷を貫く鮎の川。
When they saw what Genji was doing, Shanna and Kennen immediately went silent. Genji, who was the head of the servants, the closest in age to Kento, and the one whom Kento called a friend, probably understood Kenzo's heart better than anyone else. What did he think when he looked at this portrait? Neither Shanna nor Kennen could tell.
懐かしき故郷を貫く鮎の川。
Suddenly, Genji started reciting the epitaph. Shannon quickly nodded to show that she was listening, but it wasn't clear whether he was talking to her at all. Genji's back still then continued.
親方様が懐かしむ故郷は小田原ではない。
Yeah.
遠方にお住まいだったと聞いたことがあります。
どこかは存じませんが。
Please tell me Taiwan. Please tell me Taiwan.
台湾だ。
Yes! Rolling them sixes. Genji turned around and spoke the single word.
そうだったのですか。
なるほど。やっとクラウス様の話がつながったよ。ほら、親方様が好まれる瓶炉。
そういえばクラウス様、あれは台湾ではタバコのようにポピュラーな嗜好品だとおっしゃってましたっけ。それで親方様は瓶炉を。
In the half century before the war, Taiwan was under the rule of Japan. Many Japanese had moved there seeking a new frontier. Ginzo family was a branch of the Ushirimiyas. Apparently they were the only distant relative to the head family, so they were able to form a new life and a new future without being constrained by the head family in Odawara. Shannon and Kennen nodded their understanding, but they didn't know why Genji had suddenly broached this subject.
では親方様の故郷の台湾に鮎の泳ぐ川があって、そこに鍵があるということでしょうか。
姉さんはバカだな。鮎の泳ぐ川なんていくらでもあるに決まってる。
わからないよ。親方様が台湾のどちらにお住まいだったかは知らないけれど、だったらそこってことになるじゃない。
姉さんは楽観的だな。
Yeah, I don't think there's one country in the world that only has one river. Though, of course, someone's gonna list the smallest country that has one river. But large countries or islands usually have a lot of rivers.
そんな簡単なことで謎が解けるものか。
Yeah.
親方様の魔法の儀式は挑む者が多いほどにその力を増すと仰せだ。お前も挑戦してみなさい。誰にも等しく機会は与えられているのだ。
はい。
どうせ解けないさ。くだらない。
Genji spun around. Shenna and Kennen hurried to follow after him. When his footsteps receded and silence returned, a gold butterfly flitted out from among the shadows.
Taiwan とな。ほう、随分と遠くに住んでいたものよ。
Behold the Sweetfish River running through my beloved hometown. In other words, a Sweetfish River running through Taiwan.
台湾に川などいくらでもあるわ。カノンの言う通りではないか。バカバカしい。
Time to go pull open an atlas. However, the word Taiwan interests me. The taciturn Genji muttered it without saying anyone asking, but does it actually mean something? Clearly Genji saying it has something to do with the epitaph's riddle. It's almost as though it was a hint for solving it. It's like it was.
バカらしいとは思いつつもよかろうぞ源氏。そなたの茶番にしばし付き合おうではないか。
Taiwan. I have traveled the world these past 1,000 years, but I know nothing of the place.
無知を補うには知識の結晶に頼るが一番。それは薄く伸ばされて何枚にも重ねて閉じられて書物と呼ばれているのだ。
Where might I find a book about Taiwan? Ginzo study is the first place that comes to mind if one is looking for books, but that won't work. The charm on that room prevents me from entering. In that case, the book archive. Ginzo's vast library grows out each year. The books that don't fit in his usual library are stored in a place called the Book Archive. Of course, there are countless books just in this place. The archive has everything from valuable books to apparently worthless books, all packed together like an antique shop. There was a golden glint in the keyhole of the archive's door, and the gold butterfly flitted out.
ないも変わらずひどい匂いのする部屋よ。ほこり、カビ。なるほど。知識とはこういう匂いなのか。
Well, now how can I find a book on Taiwan amongst these? The prospect is almost dizzying. However, I realized right away. If I wanted to quickly find out about Taiwanese rivers, I didn't want a book on Taiwan.
地図帳ではないか。
Yep.
そのくらいどこかにありそうであるな。
Atlas is our
探せ。
fuck man's best
我が
friend.
眷属の長たちよ。この誇り臭く誇り高き知識の墓所より、わらわの探す本を探し出せ。
A cloud of countless gold butterflies appeared at my feet. They swayed, blew like the wind, and coiled themselves around the archive. They'll find this archive. God, I love it. That many books. I'd get lost in there for years. Eventually, the cloud of butterflies selected a single book. It seemed that this was the one. Yeah, that's Taiwan, all right.
ご苦労であるぞ。
I've stared at it enough to know what it looks like.
世界の地図帳、アジア編であるか。
Yeah, that tends to help.
ぴったりであるな。
It was a grand, thick illustrated encyclopedia of maps, several volumes long. There was even a thick section on Taiwan. This should be plenty useful.
台湾と南北 394km、東西 144km。
Yeah, it's actually really small.
面積約36,000平方キロメートル。ほほ、なかなかに広大であるな。
I don't think it's really small. Okay, I'm coming from also a really large country, so I mean... no, I think it's really small. By area, that's about the same size as Kyushu in Japan. This led Beato to a very natural question.
金蔵はこれほどの広大な島の現地は台湾とは言ったが、台湾のどことは言わなかったぞ。
Yeah, the only reason I picked the capital is because they talked about economic growth and it developed really fast, which is why I ended up picking Taiwan. But I picked the capital because of the idea that it grew really fast, and so I limited it to major cities, and then eventually it just picked Taipei because of
これは
firebombing.
うかつであった。
because, as they said, it was massive destruction. Usually a bombing raid will do it. It wasn't firebombing, it was just a bombing raid. Usually they'll do it. Fayeta had a vague idea that the riddle would be solved in a flash if she could only could look at a map of Taiwan. No. However, Taiwan is no small place. Just which part of this large island in Kinzoko's beloved hometown? I kept looking through books in this dusty archive, sometimes having to cough. And I was not happy about being struck in a place like this, being stuck.
一番大きな都市は台北か。
Yep.
かつては大正町なるところに日本人たちが住んでいたとの記述もあるぞ。
I didn't know that.
金蔵もやはりここに住んでいたのであろうか。いやいや、そう決めつけるのは早計であるぞ。その保証はない。
I'll skip to the next part before I settle on anything more specific than just Taiwan itself. A sweetfish river running through the hometown. What's this? There are 129 rivers in Taiwan.
129本?
Well, you can limit it to the ones that go to the ocean, usually large ports you're going to want to look at because those are going to be the major cities and towns around them.
考えただけでもめまいがするわ。
I do remember looking at maps though with the rivers and I was like, oh god, there's a lot. This was quickly becoming ridiculous. Genji must have been muttering nonsense to himself after all. I only thought he was giving a hint about the epitaph.
黄金に目のくらんだ愚か者への褒美は誇りまみれというわけか。源氏め、やってくれるわ。
I tossed the book aside, used magic to turn a bookshelf into a sofa, and plopped down on top of it. For a while, I grumbled about getting tricked and looked up at the ceiling. I was annoyed, so I felt like gathering all this room's dust, picking it into a ball, and tossing it into Genji's teacup. So I glanced down at the floor. The book I had thrown away lay open on the ground. A gold butterfly was resting on that open page. Tossing a book at random and reading an oracle from the page it happens to be open to is one kind of charm. I see, so that page might have some sort of hint. Not entirely convinced, I picked up the book up. The open page was probably very near the one I had been reading. Apparently it was a page explaining Taiwan's geography. Oddly enough, it was a page about rivers and lakes.
川が129本あることはすでに承知しておる。まだ他にもわらわに伝えたいことがあるというのか?
There were 6 major rivers listed. The Zhaozhui, Kaoping, Danshui, hey, I know that one, Dajia River, Zingguin River, and Dadu River. I think I remember the Kaoping River as well, looking at it. Yeah, I think it was the Kaoping River I looked at as well. Whatever the other river is next to Taipei, because there's 2 near it. I looked at both of them.
さて、これらの川には鮎は住めたのか否か?
An idea came to me then. Sweetfish are freshwater fish, and you don't find ocean water in rivers, unless it's extremely dirty or blocked by a dam. Any river might have sweetfish in it.
バカらしい。川ならどこだって淡水だ。鮎の住めぬ道理はないわ。そう考えれば、この淡水がなる川のバカらしいことよ。
That's the one you pick out?
川に淡水が流れるのは当然であろうが。
There's... Okay.
淡水以外が流れて初めて、それを川の名にすればよかろうに。
Danshui River flows from Taipei to the harbor town of Danshui. I see, it isn't called that because of the water in it, but because of the town at its mouth. As you travel down the river, you will see a village. In that village, look for the shore the 2 will tell you of. I realize that this is stupid, and yet something about this town seems off. Behold the Sweetfish River running through my beloved hometown. That line should be talking about one of the 129 rivers. Sweetfish are freshwater fish. And here is this freshwater river flowing down to a town called Freshwater. That's a big hint. It's like a strange trivial word game. Or could it be some kind of code? I've been looking for books here so long that dust is piling up on me. If I give up now, it will all have been a waste of time. Very well. Why don't I test my luck and see if the random page of the book opened to contains an oracle? I turn to the next page, trying to search in even greater detail.
この謎解きは遊びのつもりでした。そして使用人たちはみんなこの謎解きゲームに夢中でした。私もそのうちの一人に加わるだけのつもりでした。熱中できる読み物を久しく失い、退屈していた私はその本を自室に持ち帰り、毎晩眺めました。
地図帳に碑文の謎のヒントが。
Well, I mean, it's not that it's a hint, it's more like your answers are gonna be in an atlas.
第3のゲームでエヴァは書庫で何かの本を調べて謎を解いた。そして第5のゲームでフルドエリカは謎を解くために書庫で求めた本は地図帳だった。
ではやはり台湾の地図に何か秘密が。
鮎の川とは淡水河を暗示していると信じました。地図で淡水河を毎日たどり、地形を細かく調べました。もちろん鮎の泳ぎそうな小さな渓流もいくつも調べました。でも何も分かりませんでした。
過去のゲームでの情報によるならそれは川じゃない。だが流れるものだ。エヴァはそう読み解いた。
川ではない。
はい、結論から言えば淡水河とは無関係でした。
Well, there is a nice railway that follows it actually.
しかし
or follows near
や
it.
はり今にして思えばあれは信託だったのです。淡水河自体は無関係でしたが、それはやはり大きなヒント。
川は無関係なのにヒントにはなると。
Yeah.
落ち着いて考えろ。川でなく流れるものを考えるんだ。
Highway. Railway.
つまり水以外が流れる何か。
Yeah, the flow of traffic.
何が思いつく。発想を柔軟にしろ。
ウィル、謎かけごっこはもううんざりしてるわ。
Fuck off. I want to know if I'm right.
照らさないで教えちゃいなさいよ。
No.
あなたは解けたんでしょ、碑文。
おそらくな。
Probably.
水以外で流れるもの。
That's how I feel. Probably. I mean, it's a maybe. There's still a maybe in quotes on that video. God damn it.
物。
Or parentheses.
物。物流。
Yeah.
例えば街道とか道路とか。
正解です。鮎の川が川そのものを指さないことに気づくのに、私は膨大な時間をかけました。
I believe it was Kyrie that helped with that, saying that it wasn't a river, and saying something else flowed. And then I immediately, or not immediately, but I then thought about a highway. And of course, looking for stops on a highway is really not helpful, so I ended up going with the railway.
そうだ。淡水の名がつく川以外のものがある。それは物や人が流れ、上りも下りもある。
上り下り。まさか。
そうだ。鉄道だ。
The Danshui Line. Danshui Line. It's a railway that goes from Taipei to Danshui Harbor. It was constructed in 1901 while Taipei was under Japanese rule. This is the stuff I know about because I read it, thank you. Afterwards, the number of stations continued to grow and it became a major artery into Taipei. This railway road was used after the war as well and is still in common use as the Danshui Line of the Taipei Rapid Transit System. Exactly, because I actually know this, and I've already talked about this, but what they did, because I know that, while I was looking and I saw the Danshui Line, I saw that it was built in 1990 something for the Taipei Rapid Transit System, or the metro. And I was like, well, that's this fucking useless. But it ended up, it was actually the rapid metro station path actually follows the old line. It's the same line, it's just been updated. So the 1990 thing that it refers to as the Danshui Line that's used today is just the updated version of it when it got upgraded. It doesn't include that it was built in 1901. It just said it was constructed in 1990 something. So that did actually stump me for a while, like while trying to look for like any way around it, because something from 1990 doesn't help me. I need something from the 40s, 50s. Its route begins at Taipei Station and continues on until the town of Danshui. Oh, station. Station, formerly that station. Oh my god, none of this means sense. Though if I actually open up my document, I could tell you what those stations are. Add station, station, station. Okay. Fuck it. Give me like 2 seconds. Because I need to at least see what these fucking things are, because it's getting a bit ridiculous. Oh god. Okay, yeah, you get Taipei Main Station, the Zhongzhang, Shungalan, Mingguan Road, whatever, Jintan, Shilin. I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mingde is the next one. Okay, there you go. Shaipei. Eventually, the 10th one, as you go down, which is very interesting, should be what I'm thinking of. Killian. Give me it. It's the only one that works. That means literally nothing to me. Okay, that's really interesting. I don't know. Okay. Sakai Station. I don't know where that is. I don't have that listed. God, I wish I knew Japanese. That would have made it so much easier to solve. Holy shit. God, I made a lot of assumptions. Yeah, sure. And the 3 characters of Kirigan can be split into a mouth, a village, and a shore. Those are all words that appear in the epitaph. In that village, look for the shore the 2 will tell you of. You can read that as a coda for the name of the station. However, I don't understand the part about the 2. Again, I don't like admitting this, but I pulled an Beatrice and threw that away, the confusing parts. Probably.
そうだ。もともとキリガン駅は地名から名付けられたもの。そして地名のキリガンは駅名と違いこう書く。
Oh.
あ、口が2つ。調べればすぐにわかることでした。やはり碑文はこのキリガンのことを指し示していたのです。ではここに黄金鏡の鍵が眠っていると。
It is the key.
普通に考えればそうなります。しかし台湾まではるばる行けるわけもなく。
Yeah, that would be awkward.
当然キリガンと呼ばれる土地も広大です。そのどこに小さな鍵が隠されているのか途方に暮れました。
しかしお前は諦めなかった。
Never give up.
碑文の少なくとも最初の5行については、私にとってこれはもう
何よりも面白いゲーム。いえ、
I almost gave up then. However, I really did have the key in my hand. I then decided to travel to the Golden Land in accordance with the riddle epitaph.
第一の晩に鍵の選びし6人を生贄に捧げよ。
Converted into 6 characters.
この一文を見てわかることは、鍵とはすなわちその時点で錠前に指す言葉通りの鍵ではないことが推理可能だ。
6つの何か。
はい、6つの何か。私も頭が固い人間でしたから、とにかく6に関わる何かがないかと本を読み漁りました。6、6、6、6。キリガンという鍵のありかは言葉遊びによって隠されていました。ならばきっとこの6もまた言葉遊びに関わるに違いない。6、6、6、6探しました。6。
このキリガンという文字が6つに分解できるとか。
Yeah, if you dropped an extra I.
いい推理だ。しかしこの3つの漢字といくらにらめっこしてもそもそもキリガンなんて読み方自体日本語読みだ。
では現地では何と。
Yes, let's
チェリ
go.
ーアンと発音します。
Thank you, Google Maps, for having it, and the Taipei metro station for having it spelled out in English for me. Had it been in any other language, and it's there. That's the fucking miracle of Google Maps and the Taipei Rapid Metro Station page. Oh god, if it had not spelled it, I wouldn't have solved it. That's just simple as that. I would not have known how to.
6文字。
6文字。じゃあやはりこれは言葉遊び。
第一の晩に鍵の選びし6文字を生贄に捧げようってわけだ。
なるほど。
Feels so good. Talking about it like this, it sounds like a line of reasoning that can be reached in a second. However, it took a long, long time before I reached this spot on my own. A dizzying number of nights passed from the time Genji uttered the single word to the time I got this far. How many days was it from episode 3 to episode 4? That's how many days it probably took. It took a lot of days, I'll be honest.
ではこの6文字を生贄に捧げ
A
る
lot
と
of hours. I spent a lot of hours on that thing.
続く第2の晩以降は残されし者で話が進んでいく。
Mm-hmm.
何かの文字列から鍵の6文字を間引き、残った文字でどうこうしろと言っていることが推理できる。
しかし何から6文字を間引くのか、それにも長く悩みました。ここからはもはや新しい謎。誰の助けもなく、今度こそ自分の力だけで解かねばなりませんでした。
過去のゲームの中で第一の晩について何か仮説を立てていたような気がします。
第10の晩の黄金の里に注目した推理だな。碑文の中には他に4度も黄金鏡という単語が登場するのに、なぜかこれ一つだけが黄金の里とし。
なぜ第10の晩だけ黄金の里なのか、これに気づくのにも、そしてどうしてなのかに気づくのにも、
Well, what also helped
これま
bolster
た
it,
長い時間をかけました。
and I would have solved it by episode 5, because when I went back and I looked, it was 10. Coming from Killian back to Taipei, which is the capital. So looking at it that way, that would have led me to believe, okay, that's the answer, that's the key.
黄金の里を京と読み、京都の京と読み解いた。ローザの推理はこうだ。
Golden Land equals Golden Capital. Rosa searched for a link between the two words and found one. In written, if you write the name out in Japanese, and then check the pronunciation, you get Ogun Koyu. And then just find a way to write it that gives you Golden Capital. There are several words that can mean capital in Japanese, and several words pronounced Kiyu, but there's only one character that fits in here. That character. It can also mean Kyoto, the old capital of Japan. That's exactly what Rosa thought. Kyoto is the 10th twilight and the journey starts at the beloved hometown.
そして懐かしき故郷から京都までの10日かかる旅路を10分の1した地点に何か秘密があると疑った。
Are we gonna pull out some measurement that says, actually Kyoto is this many miles away?
いい推理だったが惜しかった。今日は京都以外にも読み解けたんだ。
今日京都以外で読み解く。
難しく考えるな。そのままだ。
今日です。いえ、今日ではなく、
Okay.
計数字の単位です。
Oh.
1、10、100、1000、万、億、兆。
Oh. Shit, I didn't know that. Cool information.
数字の単位。
私の場合はこの六軒島にいるという地の利がありましたから、K を思い当たるヒントはあったのです。私の場合は先に答えが分かってから逆に問題の意味が分かったという感じでした。
ややこしいことを言うとリオンが混乱する。話を戻そう。第10の番に一慶に至るならば第1の番はいくつになる？
1 quadrillion.
一慶の10分の1ですから。船長。
正解だ。船長から鍵の選びし6文字を間引く。
チーリーアンが英語である以上、船長も英語であろうとはすぐに察しました。
And I knew that was written in English because in episode 2 it was referred that, hey, that thing's written in English, and quadrillion was written there and it was withheld until chapter 4, or episode 4. And that's when I figured it. And that's when it all clicked in place once Angie had said what it was.
船長は英語ではクワ第5のゲームでのバトラの推理通り11文字だ。いや、これはあんたの推理だったか。
くしくもこのスペルも冒頭は9。6文字の鍵の冒頭も9。きっとこれに違いないと直感しました。
Leon took a notepad from her pocket and spelled out quadrillion and killion. Yeah, you cross out most of it and it leads to you with L-O-U-R-D. I do believe if I remember all those words correctly. The two words even look similar at a glance.
確かにクワドリリオンの中には鍵が示す6文字が確かに含まれています。
Yep, it's actually the only station that actually fits into there. That's also how I knew it was there.
じゃあこの6文字を消すと。
Hey, I was right. We're left with 5 meaningless numbers. However, the important thing is the number 5. After all, the next part of the epitaph, the word kill appears 5 times. And then on the 9th twilight, none shall be left alive. In other words, we should be 5 letters remaining.
しかもこの5文字は第5のゲームでのバトラさんの推理通り寄り添っている文字があります。 D と R です。これが寄り添いし2人に違いない。
ここまで来ればもはや謎はほとんど解けたも同然。
Yeah, the next part took me about 5 minutes.
逆に言えば碑文だけで解ける謎は
Yeah.
ここまでだ。この後言葉遊びを続けても答えはわかるかもしれねえが仕掛けは開かない。
Which is why I said I'm either standing at a wall, just looking like an idiot, or I'd be going into a room.
そうです。
Because I had no way to guarantee anything.
ここまでが分かれば、あとはそれに従い、えぐりて殺すのみです。
お前はその場所の心当たりの方が先だったわけだな。
はい。もともと碑文が現れるより以前から、そこに黄金が隠されているのではないかと疑われていました。
そしてそこに謎めいた一文があれば、きっと何か秘密が隠されているに違いないと思うのは当然のこと。
その場所とは
黄金鏡の入り口を開ける仕掛けの場所だ。勘のいいやつなら鍵の選び師6人を生贄に捧げる第一の番がどこのことかもう察してるはずだ。
え？それは船長のことであって場所のことではないのでは？
船長と記された場所だ。お前は知ってるはずだが。それともクソ真面目に金蔵の言いつけを守り近寄らなかったから知らないというのか。
Feels good. Feels really, really good.
第9章、
Hey,
魔女のよみがえる日。
the last chapter. Quadrillion. There's only one place you'll find that word on Rokenjima. The good old chapel, which is a giant fucking chapel. Gold butterflies floated from shadow to shadow, dodging raindrops.
わらわの記憶が間違っていなければ、確かここで見た覚えがある。
It was the chapel. The mysterious building, one of the oldest on Rokenjima, which had been built at the same time as the mansion. It was called the chapel, but not once had Kenzo used it for worship, and the members of the family had never been allowed inside. There were strict orders that none approach it without reason, and its purpose has always been a mystery. However, all of these mysteries got boring after several decades. At some point, everyone forgot the chapel even existed. And that splendid building passed from the thoughts of Rokenjima's residents. Of course, this could be true for Beato as well. Beato, who hated boredom, had no desire to approach places that humans never went. Her last memory was of the time she went there to taunt Shannon as she tried to clean.
間違いない。あれであるな。クワドリリオン。
Beato looked up above the door of the chapel. There was a relief displayed over an arch. English words were written there.
お前は1000兆分の1の確率でしか祝福されない。
Go figure, a miracle.
あの謎を解ける者が現れる確率を、そなたは1000兆という名の奇跡に見立てたのか。
Damn, he was really thinking far ahead with that one. This chapel was built long ago. If there's a device like the one I imagine, Kenzo must have prepared that epitaph riddle many decades ago. He must have been planning to use it as a ceremony for choosing a fitting successor all that time. However, the ceremony is now a ceremony to open the door to the Golden Land into my resurrection. When I snapped my fingers, the ground bulged and several snake-like dead trees sprouted up. They twisted around each other and formed a ladder which leaned against the door.
わらわの想像通りならば、あのレリーフが仕掛けだ。
I slowly climbed the ladder. Because of the size of the door, the relief was very high up. This close up, it looks much bigger than it did from the ground.
そういえば礼拝堂を大掃除するとき、あの源氏がわざわざこのレリーフだけは自らの手で磨いていたな。その程度のこと、なぜ若い使用人に任せぬのかと不思議に思っていたものだが。
I thought it strange, but nothing more. The master treasured this relief, so the head servant cared for it himself. So I always accepted that excuse, just in case someone accidentally screwed with it. But now I understand. There must be something in this relief, and Genji polished it himself to make sure that no one else accidentally found out.
このクワドリリオンから鍵の選びし6文字を生贄に捧げるということか。
The tips on my fingers retouched the cue. My fingertips were soon covered with dust. God, Genji, can you not clean this? I quickly realized that there was something strange about it.
この文字、まさか。いや、そうでなくてはならん。でなくては生贄に捧げられぬからな。
Oh. Beato grabbed the letter Q, and after lightly playing around with it in various ways, she pulled it out with a slight clunk.
やはりな。
Well, like I said, I'd just fuck around with the letters for a while until something happened. Because it's not like I know exactly what's going to happen. Here's the Q I pulled out. And this part's a wedge. No, it's a key. A key that was attached to the back of the Q, and that had been stuck into a keyhole in the relief.
そういうことか。ならば、あとはわかるぞ。よしよし、この Q の鍵は違う。お前は外れだ。
Beato carelessly tossed the Q key aside. This was the first sacrifice. She kept on pulling out the keys for the 6 letters representing the key.
A も生贄であるな。そして I も2つ生贄だ。最後の N も生贄か。L は1文字を生贄であるが、困ったぞ。L は2つあるではないか。
There are 2 eyes. I don't know which I should sacrifice. I tried pulling both out, but the keys were of different shapes. So one is the right answer and one is the wrong answer.
どうせ2通りしかない。誤りだったらもう片方を試せばいいだけのこと。
Unless messing up sets up off a trap that blows up the island, of course. That would be such a fucking Genzo thing to do. Thinking it was a waste of time, I sit here worrying. I decided on the right I and pulled it out. 5 letters remained in the word.
これにて第1の番は終了だ。続いて第2の番。
On the second twilight, those who remain shall tear apart the 2 who are close.
D と R が寄り添っているな。これを引き裂くとはいかに。抜けばよいのか。
But if I do, there will only be three letters left. By this point, I was able to make a good guess at what the gouge and kill lines meant.
えぐりて殺せはおそらく鍵をひねって回してから引き抜けという意味であるに違いない。
Sure, I thought pressing him in, but sure, okay, I guess turn him.
となれば、頭から足はおそらく左の文字鍵から右へ順にそれを行えという意味に違いあるまい。
If that's the case, there must be 5 characters left on the board. In other words, tear apart doesn't mean kill.
それで引き裂けと考えた場合、この D と R。しかし、
Move the D. Oh yeah, there's not really anywhere you can.
またしてもやり方2通りであるぞ。
Take both out? Do I remove the D and move it to the left? Do I remove the R and move it to the right? And do both? After pondering this for some time, I realized that both choices were wrong.
違う。そうではないのだ。さっきの L から間違っていた。
A short while ago, I removed the right of the 2 eyes. However, if I remove the left one... Those are... If I've been reading those as... Oh, fucking L's. Oh, God, I feel... Oh, I've been making that mistake this entire time. God, I feel like a fucking idiot. Oh, I feel like a fucking idiot. Oh, please don't laugh at me too much for making that mistake. Oh, God, I am a simple boy. I've been reading that as eyes. Oh, I need some fucking sleep. If you line it up this way, it's easy to see the next step. The R gets shifted to the right. This way, all the letters are spread out evenly. This must be it.
そして次がまた難題であるぞ。我が名を称えよと。
It's already clear that this is a word game. Those who remain shall praise my noble name. Just what are the remaining 5 letters supposed to do? Probably change their order, form a word.
U, D, R, L, O この5文字をどうにかすると何かの意味になるということか。
Praise my name.
ここまで来てわけのわからぬ謎を。
Yeah, really.
この5文字でどう我が名とやらを称えろというのか。
That man's name is Ushiramiya Kenzo. Is the U part of Ushiramiya? No, several letters don't match, and there aren't nearly enough letters to make Ushiramiya.
我が名とは金蔵を指すことだけは間違いない。ならばやはり U は後ろ宮を指すのか。イニシャルであるとか。ならば D、R、L、O は何を意味する。金蔵も意味せん。R、O でまさか六軒島を。六軒島の主金蔵。字数がまるで足らぬ。
This riddle left me totally confused. There are only 5 letters left. There can't be that many so many possible combinations of those letters. There's actually a fair amount, actually. I could use process of elimination. Thinking I'd play around with it, I pulled out the U. There are 4 letters left. D-R-L-O. D-R-L-O. The idea that the U stood for Ushiramiya was like a heavenly oracle. When I removed the U, I thought of making a word with the remaining 4 letters. And I just... I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the first word that came to mind was louder. And then I quickly found Lord U. D-R-L-O. Those 4 letters spun around in my head, changing their orders, and latched upon a single English word that would serve to praise Kenzo. I had absolutely no basis for it. However, it was like a flash of inspiration. I quickly changed the letters around before that flash faded from my mind.
L-O-R-D You!
And I got Lord Yu because Ronave had said that at some point. And that helped me at least. And I was like, well, it's probably that. And because Genji or Ronave, one of them, and it's the same person. They had ended up saying it at some point, and I just ended up latching onto that and saying, oh, that's probably what he said. That's probably what he says.
後ろ宮卿どうか第4の番に頭をえぐりって
It was a key, so it wouldn't have turned if it was the wrong one, but it did turn. I managed to gouge it. I gouged the first letter, the L, with the click, and then pulled it out.
次第5の番胸をえぐりて殺せ
The O was gouged and pulled out easily. Then the R, then the D, and finally the U. What opened? When I turned the key of U, I could feel resistance as though some device had been activated. I waited for something to change, but nothing did. However, I felt something happen. A secret door must have opened somewhere around here. Waiting about won't accomplish anything. I've probably done everything I can here. All of the letters in quadrillion have been removed.
第9の番に魔女は蘇り誰も生き残れはしない
So this way the witches have I revived, the 10th twilight. The journey shall end, and you shall reach the capital where the gold dwells. When I stepped down off the ladder and looked around, I immediately noticed that small change.
ライオンの像が
At some point, the lion statue in front of the chapel had turned to face a different direction. Onwards to over there. How did that work? Did Kinzo plan up this extravagant device back when he first started building this on this island? I walked up to the lion statue and stared at it. Other than the fact that it was pointing a different direction, nothing had changed. In that case, this line looking at something in particular now. I followed its line of sight and saw another lion statue. And that lion statue had also changed its direction. God damn it, Kenzo.
ライオンの道案内に従えということか金蔵め凝った仕掛けを作りおる
I wasn't complaining anymore. I felt a bit of respect and awe at Kenzo for setting up such an intricate device and having it go undiscovered for all these years. There were lion statues standing like guards at the entrance and corners of the chapel. The direction they faced had changed, pointing around to the back of the chapel. There was something there. It was no longer a surprise. This was after the device and the letters. After being guided by the lions. So when a gaping open secret passageway appeared with stairs leading down to the darkness below, it was surprising to me anymore. It wasn't surprising to me anymore.
黄金鏡への入り口だというのか 金蔵。
見つけたんですか？おじい様の黄金を。
はい。長い長い時間をかけてたどり着いた黄金鏡でした。
過去のゲームによるならば、そこには地下の貴賓室があり、そして10トンの黄金が。
はい。地下への武骨な階段を降りていくと、突き当たりには扉が。中はまさに貴賓室と呼ぶべき美しき内装でした。
見つけたのは黄金だけだったのか？
はい、その時は積み上げられた黄金に目がくらまぬわけもありませんでした。
That's a fuck ton of gold right there.
これは本物なのか。
I lightly touched the pile of gold with my finger. It was hard and cold. I must have imagined that it would crumble like a sandcastle if I touched it. I would be actually scared to touch it. Now there would be no doubt. Could be no doubt. This certainly was a 10-ton pile of gold ingots. Considering the amount of gold I had just found, I figured I ought to be crying out in delight. I didn't really feel like laughing, but I thought it was only good manners to do so in a situation like this, so I forced it out. Because of this, only a few feeble laughs slipped out from my mouth. At that moment, even stronger than any delight was a feeling as though I'd entered a place I wasn't supposed to be. I couldn't think of what I should do next, now that the Epitaph's riddle had been completed. Then I heard approaching footsteps. It was coming from the stairway I'd entered by. Hey, Kinzo. No, not Kinzo, Genji. Someone was coming. Someone could it be Kinzo? If he finds out I've been in a place like this, will I get scolded harshly? Though I thought about hiding and forgetting this ever happened, but my legs wouldn't move. I kept standing there, stunned in front of the pile of gold, as the footsteps grew closer and closer. The door opened and I saw who it was. It wasn't Genzo. The door opened, and it wasn't Genzo.
そなたは。
自分の力だけでたどり着いたのか。
うん。
For some time, Genji stared at Beato in silence, as though he was calculating something. You are now ready to see Kinzo. Then he slowly clapped his hands together. Thank you. Then he did it again, over and over. It took quite a long time before I realized that he was applauding me.
親方様は碑文を最初に解いた者に黄金と家督のすべてを譲り渡すとおっしゃられた。そしてその人物がベアトリーチェであると信じた。
ベアトリーチェ。私が。
これは運命だ。お前は今日を迎えるのが運命だったのだ。
I didn't really understand what Genji was saying. Surely the shock of seeing the gold still had me paralyzed.
こっちへ来なさい。
はい。
Genji opened a closet. Inside it was a torso wearing a beautiful dress made of black cloth and gold stitching. Put this on. Okay. When I saw it, I understood immediately. It was the witch's dress. The black dress worn by Beatrice in the portrait.
これに着替えなさい。
これは
かつてお前が着ていたものだ。
I've never worn a dress like this. However, I understood what Genji meant. This dress was one that Beatrice once wore. And the one who shows a miracle by solving the epitaph is Beatrice. By reaching this room, I succeeded the position of the real Beatrice, and the one in the portrait. Why do I call myself Beatrice? Because of the name the Golden Witch who rules over Okindrima's night is Beatrice. That's right. I wasn't the real Beatrice. I was a different witch, stealing the name of the witch from Kenzo's delusions. And now I have become the real Beatrice. By solving the epitaph's riddle, my resurrection would be complete. I was the one who decided on that rule. However, this really was a ceremony to resurrect Beatrice. In the past, I believed that I could create my own fate with my magic. How ironic that fate should guide me to this place. At this moment, I must truly accept that I believe in this world called fate.
これを着たら
親方様のところへ行く。支度をしなさい。ここで待て。
はい。
This is far.
親方様、源氏でございます。
After Genji knocked, the sound of the study's door unlocking could be heard. After a single glance telling me to wait, Genji entered alone.
このような日が来るとは。運命とは本当に不思議なものです。
I don't know about forcing her to become Beatrice and all that. I know it's like for Kenzo and all that, but it's still like, I don't know, it's kind of weird and creepy. Kumasawa was with us too. I thought this dress, which didn't really suit me, would lead me to a lot of jokes, but she didn't laugh at me at all. On the contrary, when she saw me, her expression had turned stern as though a long-awaited day had finally come. My heart raced. Supposedly anyone should have been able to solve the epitaph. There shouldn't be anything strange about me solving it. But it was your destiny. The others kept wearing meek expressions, and that, along with everything else, and with everyone else, made this feel like some sort of grand ceremony. The suffocating silence continued. Eventually the door opened and Genji peeked out.
Beatrice.
He was saying those words to me, but not to the person I had been until a short while ago.
Sa. どうぞ、ベアトリーチェ様。
Kumasawa also urged me to forward with a respectful bow. Kendo was probably waiting for me inside. What expression should I wear as I go in? How should I greet him? I don't have a clue. As the two of them motioned me forward, it was all I could do to avoid tripping over my dress as I walked. Kinzo was crouched on the ground as though kneeling before the portrait of Beatrice. At Nancho's words, he slowly turned, still crouching. Kinzo's eyes were already red with crying. When he saw me, he groaned with wonder.
Beatrice! Beatrice!
Had he even forgotten how to stand up? He crawled over to where I was. As he called out to me with the name of the woman he had loved long ago, I was too stunned to move. Then Kinto grabbed the hem of my dress, gripped it tightly, then curled up and sobbed.
Beatrice! すまなかった、すまなかった。お前の心は分かっていたのに、私は何という。すまなかった。許しておくれ。許しておくれ。
The words weren't directed at me, however, just standing here like this was all I needed to do. Ginto's moment of atonement, the moment he had spent half of his life searching for, had finally come. A human's life is packed with sin. So humans seek forgiveness while they still live. However, in most cases, there are none in this world capable of giving such forgiveness. It was like that for Kenzo. There was no longer anyone in this world who could forgive him. Instead, that forgiveness had been woven together by a miracle, and now Kenzo had received it.
Oh, Beatrice! Beatrice! たとえ許してくれなくてもいい、何も言わなくてもいい。私はお前にただ一言謝れればそれでよかった。
Kenzo kept grasping the dressed hem and sobbing. The sins of the humans are not forgiven by other people. They find forgiveness through regret and repentance. I want to believe that some sin, some fault of his, had been forgiven thanks to the way I look. Kenzo's sobbing gradually ceased, and he slowly looked up at me and rose. He staggered. Nanjo rushed forward to support him.
よくぞ生きていてくれた。嬉しい。
This time those words weren't directed through me, but at me. I hesitated, unsure how I should respond.
今日まで親方様に内密にしておりましたことをどう
よいのだ源氏。私の犯した罪を思えば今日までの日々は全て贖罪のために必要な日々であったのだ。
しかし 今日の奇跡は紛れもなく本物の奇跡でございます。彼女は誰の助けもなく自分だけの力で誰よりも最初に碑文を解いたのです。
よくぞあの難解な碑文を解けたな。
はい。
母の声によく似ておる。面影も母や娘を思い出す。紛れもなくお前にはベアトリーチェの血が流れておる。
はい、若き日のクワドリアンのお嬢様の面影がよく残っております。
Does my face look like someone else's?
ベアトリーチェ様、これまであなたにも秘密にしてきたことをどうかお許しください。あなたはベアトリーチェ様と親方様よりお生まれになったのです。
Just to bring this up real quick, holy shit.
真実でございます。あなた様は今日まで両親のいない子として育てられてまいりました。しかし本当のお父上は親方様、そして本当のお母上はベアトリーチェ様なのでございます。
それは本当に？
I'm afraid so.
はい、あなたは本当にベアトリーチェ様のご子孫でございます。
Is such a strange fate really possible? I've dreamed about it. Dreamed about what it would be like to be the Golden Witch Beatrice. But that dream was for me alone. So I dreamed that if the epitaph was solved and its ceremony carried out, I would revive as the true Beatrice. So is it really conceivable that after I solved it, Beatrice did revive after all?
私が本当にベアトリーチェに血を。
はい、一切の紛れはございません。
今日まで親子の愛情も知らず、さぞやおつらい思いをされてきたでしょう。
Yeah, you could say that.
にもかかわらず、本当にご立派に育たれました。
皆さんは知ってたんですか？
Ooh.
私のことを。
Yeah. Genji, Kumasawa, and even Nanjo nodded wordlessly. Now that I think about it, there might have been lots of hints. I've always felt as though there was something special about me. Genji and especially Kumasawa always treated me very kindly. Then does that mean this day is a promised day, which would eventually have come no matter what? Probably. I don't understand anything anymore. It's all God's miracle. The promised fate has led me to this day.
ベアトリーチェ、いや、リオ。
That's your original name.
そなたに与えようと思っていた名前だ。
あなたの本当の名前でございます。
リオ、今こそそなたにベアトリーチェより与えられたすべてを返そう。あの黄金もそれによって生み出された後ろ宮家のすべてもそなたに返そう。
Which is literally everything. Kento stuck out a hand that looked like a rotting tree. Ooh. On his finger was a ring of the one-winged eagle crest, which was the symbol the Ushiromiya family had. He pulled it off, grasped it tightly, and then held it out to me. I didn't know what to do. Slowly, as though they were being drawn forward, I held out my hands, palms up, and pressed his fist against my own cupped hands. Kento slowly opened his hand and let the ring drop.
我が子、リオイには今日までお前の運命をもてあそんだのはすべて私の罪のせいだ。
Yeah.
許しておくれ。そなたは今や我が指輪を受け継ぎ、正しく新しい後ろ宮家の当主である。あの黄金はすべてそなたのもの。 好きに使い、今日までの日々の辛き思い出をわずかでも癒すがいい。あの程度の黄金、私の犯した罪には到底及びはせぬ。それでもそなたを慰めるくらいはできるはずだ。
Yeah, it helps.
ありがとうございます。
リオ、最後に一つだけ頼みがある。
何でしょうか。
私を呼んでくれぬか。
Kenzo?
すみません。
私をお父様と
Oh.
呼べぬ気持ちはわかる。私はそなたに何も父らしいことをしなかった。そしてそなたもまた父など知らずに育った。
Sure, father.
とても口にできる言葉ではないと分かっている。そしてそれを求める資格が私にないことも分かっている。だがそれを承知で頼む。それさえ聞けたならもう私に何の未練もない。
After being asked like that, was it possible for me to refuse? No, not really. Even if I am his child, I truly cannot acknowledge him as my father. So it felt very strange to say it, and yet I decided that saying it was the right thing to do. It is. Only God can truly forgive sins, but though it may be temporary, people can be saved by the forgiveness of others.
お父様。
That awkward word made Kenzo laugh. Drops of silver fell from both of his eyes. At that moment, the shadow that had covered his face was wiped away.
ありがとう、リオ、我が子よ。そしてベアトリーチェ、最後に許しを請う機会を与えてくれて。もちろんこれしきで許されたとは思いません。続きは地獄の豪華で焼かれながらとしようではないか。
I'm sorry.
後ろ宮金蔵、我が生に一切の未練なし。もはや何もなし。心残りもやり残しも何もなし。
As he jumps out the window and starts flying. Looking up to the heavens, Kenzo spread his arms, though, facing an applauding audience, laughing at the top of his lungs. It was the final pleasure known only by those who have been released from all regrets of this world. Kenzo's laugh weakened, and when it disappeared, he dropped to his knees, like a puppet with its strings cut, and slowly fell to the ground. Oh, he died.
Oh, Oyakata-sama.
That's not good.
南條先生。
Though their master had fallen, they walked up to him slowly. They already knew. Kenzo's soul had already burned itself out. I mean, at least that was his last thing. I mean, that's good. After checking Kenzo's pulse, Nanjo shook his head and stood back up.
大王女だ。何の心残りもないだろう。
Yeah, he said he didn't have any. Easy way to deduce that, buddy.
あるいはもうずっと以前にお亡くなりになっていたのです。
Yeah, once Beatrice died, that's when he really died.
それを親方様の魔法と執念で今日までを流らえていたに過ぎないのです。そしてベアトリーチェ様に謝罪する機会をようやく得て。
安らかにお眠りください。あなたは罪を償われたと信じます。
R.I.P. Kenzo, R.I.P.
お父様。
That was the one-night reunion between me and my father, and is also our final farewell. That's brutal.
この黄金はすべてあなたのものです。現金化をご希望でしたら、そのように手配することもできます。
Ooh.
200億円の
I'd like an advance payment of half, please.
もうあんたにはこの世で金で叶えられぬ夢はありませんな。
And hope the price of gold increases.
急にこんな大金が手に入っても使い道に困ってしまいますね。
Well, yeah, it's the equivalent of winning the lottery.
お金で手に入れられるものの中に私の欲しいものはありません。
Throw money a
ですか
battler.
らこれは当分はそのままにしておこうと思います。
Of course, I'm glad I have a lot of money. However, money can't heal the pain in my heart. I just want him to come back.
かしこまりました。では、そのようにいたします。それから、この鍵を。
これは
この地下貴賓室へ至る鍵です。これを使えば、もう仕掛けを使う必要はありません。
Thank God. She was the only one who knew the answer to the epitaph's riddle, and the only key to this place was now hers. At this point, she truly was the master of the golden VIP room.
あなたはもはや、この六軒島の主です。この島のすべての秘密をお知りになられる資格があります。
Are we gonna take a walk to Kuadorian?
クワドリアンのことも話すべきでしょうな。
あなたのお母上がお過ごしになられた隠し館です。お噂くらいはお聞きになったことがあるでしょう。
クワドリアン。
この島の両端には2つの屋敷があります。一方は私たちのよく知るお屋敷、もう一方はクワドリアンと呼ばれる隠し屋敷でございます。
この島の地下には戦争中に作られた基地の跡があるのです。親方様はそれを利用されて島の両端を行き来されておりました。
この部屋の奥に地下道があり、それを進めば島の反対側のクワドリアンの地下につながります。
Okay.
親方様しかご存知でない秘密の屋敷です。もちろんその屋敷ももはや新しき当主のものです。
あんたのお母さんが暮らしていた屋敷だ。一度行ってみるのもいいだろう。
私のお母さん。
I've lived alone my whole life. The only person I felt like calling mother is Kumasawa, who always helped me out. The mansion where a mother I've never met nor seen lived. Just who am I?
何でもお尋ね
That's
く
what
だ
she
さい。
asked.
今のあなたには全てを知る資格がございます。
Oh, well, we're gonna be here for a while, buddy.
今は何が何だかわからなくて、
Yeah, you probably need to actually get some sleep.
何から聞けばいいかもわかりません。でもきっとたくさん聞きたいことがこれからその時教えてください。
かしこまりました。
あとそんなにかしこまられると居心地が悪いです。これまでと同じ口調で話しかけてくれた方が嬉しいです。
それをお望みでしたらそのようにもいたします。
Thanks, Genji.
私もその方が気楽です。
Kumasawa, I don't think you changed up your talking patterns.
さて、これからどうするんだ、源氏さん。金蔵さんは亡くなった。
旦那様と奥様にお亡くなりになられたことをお伝えします。そしてリオン様が正式な当主後継者であることをお伝えしなくてはなりません。
That'll cause some issues.
今日よりあなたが後ろ宮家当主なのですから。
私が当主なんてそんな。それに次期当主はクラウス様では。
Not anymore.
碑文の謎を解いた者が次期当主である。これはお預かりしている遺言状にも明記してございます。
Because that was actually a big argument in the 5th episode. whether like it was actually stated that or not.
親方様の最後の命令があなたに全てを引き継ぐことなのです。
It's actually really important. That should have been brought up way before.
気持ちは嬉しいですが、私には次期当主なんて務まりませんし、そんな退任とても引き受けできません。
Though to be fair, every time Battler or someone else solved it, it didn't matter because she already did.
その役目はやはりクラウス様が引き継がれる方がいいと思います。
よろしいのですか？
私は今日ここで人なら誰でも知っている両親のこと、私には生まれながらにしてそれがなかった。それを今日ここで得ることができました。それだけで私は十分なんです。
If I suddenly became the Ushirimiya family head now, how would Kraus react? How angry would Madame be? I don't want to become the head if it means making them feel like that. Today I learned who I am, who gave birth to me, how and when. These are things I want to learn from then as time goes on, from them. That alone is enough.
私はリオン、そして黄金の魔女、ベアトリーチェです。それが分かっただけで私は十分です。私は当主を主張するつもりはありません。その役目はクラウス様に。
それは後ろ宮家当主としてのご命令ですか？
はい。
かしこまりました、親方様。ではそのようにいたします。
今夜のこともすべて内密にしてください。
Okay.
私はこれからも私のままでいます。私が後宮家の当主になって、あるいは黄金を手に入れてやりたいことなど何もないのですから。この島でこれまでと同じように、これまでと同じに、何も変わらずに、それだけが私の望みです。
かしこまりました、親方様。今夜のことはすべてこの場限りの秘密といたします。熊沢、南條先生、新しき当主様はそうご希望でいらっしゃいます。
あんたがそうしたいというなら私は何の異論もない。金蔵さんの遺言はあんたに全てを委ねるんだ。そのあんたがそれを望むなら私たちには何の文句もない。
これまでと同じようにと言いますけれど、本当にこれまでと同じように、この島で生活を続けられるのですか？これまでと何も変わらず。
はい、今夜のことは秘密にします。ここも黄金も封印します。もしもお金が必要になったら、その時改めて相談することにします。私にはそれで十分です。
かしこまりました。ここに至る仕掛けも鍵もすべてあなただけのものでございます。そして今夜のことは私ども一同秘密にすることを誓います。次期当主はクラウス様となられますが、私の中では真の当主様はあなただ。ご命令に従い、これからもこれまでと同じように振る舞いますが、いつでもご用命ください。私の主はあなた。
ありがとうございます。
A vast mountain of gold and the ring of the Ushirimiya family head. The dress of the portrait Beatrice. And I became the true Beatrice, the Golden Witch. Here in my very own golden land. If I think about it, not much has really actually changed. After all, I've always been the Golden Witch Beatrice. I've just had a few more people acknowledge that. November 29th, the day I became a true witch.
ああ、我こそは我にして我らなり。我は黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェ。この六軒島の真の支配者にして無限の黄金の所有者。でも何も満たされず、たった一人の思い人が帰ってきてくれる日を待っています。これで私の話はおしまいです。
あら、それでおしまい？そこからの2年間が楽しいんじゃないの？
Yeah, but they're not necessary though. We already know what happened.
必要ね。どれだけ苦しみ、葛藤したか。過去のゲームであれだけ語らせて。これ以上。
魂が満たない。
Yeah, I'd prefer less
家具たちの
depression.
ですか。
Yeah.
決闘はしたのです。決着もつきかけていました。しかし1986年という年はあまりに無慈悲が過ぎました。
Because Battler showed up.
運命を呪ったろうな。
はい。あと1年早ければ、あるいは遅ければ。
決闘の勝敗は違う形ではあってもついただろうな。
Well, if it was a year earlier, she'd just go with Battler. A year later, it would be too late and she already went with George. Or Jessica. Silently, Claire hung her head. If only I had been given time, or else if I hadn't been given time to worry. I hate everything. Why did it have to be 1986?
私は委ねる決断をしました。
委ねる。
先代当主より全てを受け継いだ儀式の時のように、私もまた奇跡という名の運命に身を委ねることを選びました。
It may be more accurate to say that I abandoned myself to the choice of the roulette. We could not even decide our own fate, so we let fate decide everything for us. Perhaps one of us will find what they seek, or perhaps all will be joined and released, or perhaps someone will put a stop to this folly.
どの運命をルーレットが指し示そうとも、私はそれに従うことにしました。私は運命に抗ったって、いつだって運命は私に非常だったんですから。
That's true. Claire hung her head and let a single tear drop down. Humans will carelessly say that people have infinite possibilities. Well, I mean, that's clearly not true. However, the Endless Witch knows how limited those possibilities really are. So out of her limited fate, she tried to create the infinite. By entrusting her fate to God, she tried to create the infinite. However, this did not mean that she was resigned to her fate. She spun the roulette of fate with an unshakable and certain will. A certain fate where absolutely no one could escape if the epitaph was not solved. And all of it sealed up on the island, Claire as well. October 4th and 5th, 1986 were sealed away by an absolute and certain will. And she abandoned herself to that short span of time and the many fates that could be chosen on that island.
これで
今度こそ私の告白はおしまいです。
Yeah.
私の事件への動機はもう十分でしょう。
I have a good feeling.
これでわからぬなら
Well, not good.
もはや語りません。
But I understand what her motive is.
どうせ私の心など誰もわからぬでしょうから。
そうだな。もうそれ以上を語る必要はね。
運命の袋小路に迷い込んだ私にとってリオ、あなたがどれほどの希望であるかわかるでしょうか。
Yeah.
私はあなたの別の可能性、
The perfect outcome of her,
あ
of
な
you.
たが幸せであることは妬ましく、そしてそれ以上に眩しくて、あなたという未来があり得た。今の私にはそれだけで救いなのです。私は私の分まで幸せになってください。あなたに最後に会えてよかった。感謝します、ベルンカステル卿。私はあんたの葬儀を執り行ってるだけ。感謝なんていらないわ。ではそろそろおしまいにしましょうか。亡者は亡者の国へそろそろ送り出されるべきだわ。はい、私のお葬式なのですから、私はあるべきところへ。もう帰りましょう。そんな顔をしないで。そしてあなたが私でなかったことを、
Yeah.
私もまたあなたが私でないことを生きます。あなたの分まで。ありがとう。幸せになって、そして素敵な人と出会って、願わくばあなたが魔女として目覚めず、人間として生き、一なる魂を持って愛するたった一人の人を愛し抜ける、そんな人生を送ることを願っています。はい、ウィルさん、あなたという傍観者に感謝します。あなたは私が本当に理解してほしかったあの人ではないけれど、私の心を。
俺はお前を理解する心をないがしろにしね
ありがとう。私は理解してくれた素晴らしき傍観者のあなたに。
俺でいいのか。
はい、私にとって大事なのは縁ある人ではなく、理解してくれた人です。
The one I wanted to understand didn't. A person I don't know did understand. There's nothing sad about it. On the contrary, I'm grateful for this miracle. A person was able to understand even though he has no relation to me.
あなたは良き傍観者であり、私を理解してくださったたった一人の人。それで縁には十分です。
わかった。
私の心臓を名もなき素晴らしき傍観者のあなたに。
リオン、下がりなさい。
Oh, why?
何が始まるんですか。
ミステリーは探偵が引導を渡さなきゃ死ねないのよ。
お前の心臓だけ止めればいいのか。
死者を弔うとき、心臓だけを棺に収めますか。
Oh, okay. That's dark.
わかった。土より生まれたものは土に帰る。お前のすべてを土に返そう。
土は土に、灰は灰に、塵は塵に、幻は幻に、そして夢は夢に。
ああ。
それでは始めましょう、私の埋葬を。
Phew.
いつでもいい。
始めましょう。まるで私の最後のゲームの
Yeah, let's hope that
最
he
後のように。
ends it quick then. Light gathered at Will's back and a sword materialized there. Oh, shit. Slowly he drew it out. Its pitch black tip, which could neatly slice apart truth from fiction, swung once, leaving a black trail, then again, leaving a white trail.
真実と虚構を切って分ける日な。
Following Will's lead, a similar sword appeared in Claire's hand. Its tip glinted silver, the opposite of Will's.
第1のゲーム、第1の番、園芸倉庫に6人の死体。
One wasn't there.
幻は幻に、土には帰れぬムクロが幻に帰る。
Will's pitch black slash cut across Claire's body at an angle. The body passed through her like she was water, but its tip sent gold flower petals scattering.
第1のゲーム、第2の番、寄り添いし2人のムクロは鎖で守られし密室に。
幻は幻に、幻の鎖は幻しか閉じ込めない。
Yeah, so that means that there was never a chain set because Kanon and Genji were the ones to cut it, right? So they just say that there was a chain there. Okay. The razor-thin black blur sent gold flower petals scattering again.
第1のゲーム、第4の番。
Oh, Kenzo just was always dead,
密
so.
室書斎の老頭子が灼熱の釜の中に。
幻は幻に、幻の男はあるべきところへ。
第1のゲー
Cool,
ム、
though.
第5の番、悔いに胸を捧げし少年の最後。
Illusions to illusions. Fake injury, right?
幻は幻に、幻想の魔女と悔いは幻想しか貫けない。
第1のゲーム、第6、第7、第8の番、歌う少女の密室に横たわる3人のムク
幻は幻に、盲目なる少女が歌うは幻、密室幻想。
So that they opened the door while Maria was just turned around.
ロ。やはりあなたは素晴らしい。
初めから危ういゲームだった。もしもあいつがそれでも死に顔を見たいと言って踏み入っていたならどうしていた？
Well, that's the whole point of this roulette, right?
それが運命に身を委ねるということなのです。
お前のルーレットというやつだ。
続けましょう。第2のゲーム、第1の番、腹を裂かれし6人が密室礼拝堂に。
幻は幻に、黄金の真実が幻の情を閉ざす。
So it wasn't locked.
第2のゲーム、第2の番、寄り添いし2人は死体さえも寄り添えぬ。
Kevin stabbed Jessica.
幻は幻に、
He wasn't there.
役目を終えたる幻はムクロさえも残せない。
第2のゲーム、第4、第5、第6の番、
Double murder suicide is what I predicted.
夏日の密室に生き残りし者はなし。
土は土に、棺桶が密室であることに疑問を挟む者はいない。
第2のゲーム、第7、第8の番、赤き目の幻想に切り殺されし2人。
土は土に、幻は幻に、幻に生み出せるムクロはなし。
Every time the blade passed through Claire's body, gold flower petals flew everywhere. Like, yeah, Cannon didn't kill him. Okay, that's what he meant. The petals covering her heart were being torn away bit by bit. The illusion of the witch was breaking down and becoming flower petals.
第3のゲーム、 第1の番
Oh god, that's such a good room.
連鎖密室がつなぎし6人のムクロ
幻は幻に輪になる密室、終わりと始まりが重なる。
第3のゲーム第2の番
In the beginning and end were Ken and Shannon's room. Which means they just went between them. Or just, yeah.
バラ庭園にて親子はムクロを重ねる。
Ava ended up killing him.
土は土に語られし最後に何の偽りもなし。
第3のゲーム第4第5第6の番屋敷にて倒れし3人のムクロ。
土は土に語られし最後に何の偽りもなし。
第3のゲーム第7第8の番夫婦2人は東屋にてムクロを晒す。
土は土に明白なる犯人は無情の刃を振るいたり。
第4のゲーム第1の番
I'm curious, why didn't they use Nanjos? That's strange.
食堂にて吹き荒れる殺人の嵐。
幻は幻に。
Oh, it wasn't part of the Twilights, I guess.
黄金の真実が紡ぎ出す物語は幻に帰る。
第4のゲーム第2の番2人の若者は試練に挑み共に果てる。
幻は幻に。黄金の真実が紡ぎ出す物語は幻に帰る。
So they were all fake deaths.
第4のゲーム第4第5第6第7第8の番逃亡者に誰も生き残れはしない。
土は土に幻は幻に虚構に彩られし物言わぬムクロ。
第4のゲーム第9の番そして誰も生き残れはしない。
土は土に幻は幻に虚構は猫箱に閉ざされることで真実となる。
Jesus. Over and over again, Claire's body was sliced by the pitch black sword. Oh. As proof, the chapel is now filled with golden flower petals, which dance around like gold snow. The gold snow was like confetti at the finale of a show. The curtains were finally falling on the stage that was her.
では最後の問いを。
Claire slowly raised her hands. The sword she held became gold rose petals and melted away. She stood there, arms wide, waiting for the final strike.
私は誰？
幻は幻に。約束された死神は魔女の意志を問わずに物語に幕を下ろす。
The pitch black blade that Will swung high cut down Claire's form. At the same time, she was blown away by a gust of wind. Her human form crumbled in an instant, became a storm of gold flower petals, and was torn apart. After she was blown away, a gold heart remained in midair. But it too was swallowed by the torrent of wind and broke down into flower petals. The gold torrent of wind swirled around the chapel. Then the swirl of petals scattered out of existence and vanished. A few remaining petals danced around like snowflakes. Those final vestiges decorated the chapel beautifully. A beam of light lit the center of the stage. There stood Claire, whose tail ended. Then slowly, softly, she faced the audience and bowed. Applause spread throughout the room. The long, long tale she had just finished telling was being given a massive applause. It went on and on, and on and on. The stage slowly sank into the darkness of oblivion. Beyond the darkness of the curtain, Claire continued to bow in front of the unending applause and disappeared. People are born with sin and live life live life to obtain forgiveness from someone. Or perhaps they are born with riddles and live life searching for someone to solve them. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Here, all of our riddles have been solved with no lingering regrets. People are riddles. They want someone to solve their riddle. They live life wanting someone to solve the riddle. They are the most difficult riddle in the world. They want someone to look at the riddle they are. And they want someone to solve it. For her, that wish had been granted. Her soul will wander no longer. Sleep in endless peace in your cat box coffin. Though there had been so many golden flower petals flitting about like a blizzard, not a single one remained. Everything had become dust, vanished as though there had been nothing there in the first place, and all was silent once more. Come to think of it, even the sound of rain is gone. The rain must have stopped at some point.
あいつはお前に会えたことだけが救いだ。
そうだといいのですが。
逃れられぬ袋小路の運命と自らを呪い諦めきっていた。そんなあいつにとってお前という幸せな奇跡に出会えたことは何よりもの救いになった。だからそんな顔をするな。お前にしちゃ 粋な計らいだったな。
私はアウアウから葬儀の執り行いを任されただけ。あんたという進行役を呼んで全てを任せただけだけれど。
Good old Wow Wow.
ありがとう、ミル。
What a fucking shame.
私がクレルに代わってあなたに感謝します。異なる運命の私の未練を全て断ち切ってくれてありがとう。
お前はもっと頭を抱えて混乱すると思っていた。
もう私は理解しています。私がいかに幸せに生きてきたかということを。何かの運命に翻弄され異なる世界を生きていたなら、私は同じ運命の袋小路にいたかもしれない。しかし私はとてつもなく低い確率の幸運の中から今の世界に生きている。その価値と意味を教えられましたから。
なーに？意外そうな顔して。
魔女にろくな奴はいないってのが俺の持論だったが改める必要があるかもな。
いいわよ、改めないで。私は退屈しのぎのためにあの子のゲームに乗った。そして負けはしたけれど楽しく遊ばせてもらった。
Well, at least you can admit that.
あの子はそのゲーム版を畳まずに言ってしまった。私は遊ばせてもらった礼と敗者の務めとして最後の片付けを引き受けただけよ。
てっきりもっとひでえことをすると思ってたが。
Yeah.
ひどいこと？
心をないがしろにしたもっとひでえゲームを見せると思っていた。
I.e. just tear it apart ruthlessly.
ひどいゲームにしたわ。あの子がファンタジーだと称するゲームをあんたという探偵を連れてきてミステリーで終わらせたわ。魔女幻想は見事に砕け散って私のささやかな仕返しはおしまい。この絡まった恋の物語を絶対の意志で終わらせる。その絶対の意志に絶対の魔女が微笑んであの子を2日間だけの魔女にした。私はその2日間という限られた時間の中だけで無限に広がる万華鏡を楽しませてもらった。私は祝福しないから奇跡は起きない。
But can you say that with certainty?
でもその結末さえもあの子が望んだものよ。
無限の物語は一体どの真実で本当は終わったんでしょう。
さあな。それを決めつけないのが猫箱ってもんだ。
Yeah. There is never an answer.
屋敷は跡形も残らずエヴァを除いて誰も生き残らない物語。エヴァは何も語らず死んだ以上全ては猫箱の中有限の箱の中にしまわれる無限の可能性。
Yep.
こうして思うと
And that's how it should be.
彼女は生きてそして死んだ島そのものが黄金鏡だったのかもしれませんね。
猫箱を黄金鏡と呼ぶならね。そしてその猫箱の中で考えうる最も楽しい物語をバトラは書いたわ。
ベアトリーチェの棺に収められたその本か。
そうよ。彼が思い描いた彼女が最も幸せな物語。
とても楽しくて愛に満ちた幸せな物語でした。私もあの物語が棺には一番ふさわしいと思います。
Yeah.
いや、違う。
Okay.
クレルは言ったぜ。お前という存在が彼女の希望であり、お前がこれからも幸せであることが何よりもの救い。
幸せに生きなさい、 あんたはただそれだけであの子の奇跡なのだから。
That's how miserable they are.
はい、彼女の分も幸せに生きます。
よくこいつを見つけ出したな。あの膨大な海の中から200何万高の中から探し出したのか。
私ごときにできることなんてせいぜいその程度のことだ。これで葬儀はおしまいよ。約束通り結界は解いたわ。あんたが立ち去れば時間も元通りに動き出す。
Thanks.
これでお役ごめんか。早く帰らねえとダイアナがまたカーテンを引っかき出す。
短い間でしたがお世話になりました。
あばよ、異なる幾百万の自分たちの代わりに幸せになりな。
When he left the chapel, beautiful after-rain skies stretched out from above him. That sky, which was a mix of rain clouds, gaps of sunlight, and a tint of twilight, had a beauty to it that couldn't be described in words. Will slowly descended the stone stairs, stepping in the puddles. Then he waved without looking back and left the chapel behind. His form and footprints gradually faded away until there was no trace left.
じゃあ私も消えるわ。さよなら、リオン。
あなたにもお世話になりました。あなたに心ないことを言った気がします。申し訳ありませんでした。あなたは私にとても大切なことを教えてくれました。何か？
何も。感謝されるなんて100年ぶりだから。なんて返事をすればいいか戸惑っただけよ。
Byrne shrugged, then floated up into the air. See you later, Byrne. Have a nice day. Then she looked up at the beautiful 7 colors of the light shining in through the stained glass, and spoke as though someone was looking down on her from there.
アウアウローラ、これで答え合わせには十分でしょ。これでわからないなら傍観者の魔女どもを集めてお茶会でも開いて他の魔女の推理でも拝聴したら。私は意地悪だからこれ以上を詳しくはやらないわよ。考えぬ魔女はいない。なぜなら考えぬ魔女は死ぬか海の木図なんだもの。
Not seaweed.
さあ、これから戻ってあんたの推理がどの程度当たってたかを魚に一杯やりましょう。
Thank you for the advice. I will have a drink.
もう悪役もミコも疲れたわ。私もこれでお役ごめんよ。じゃあね、リオン。そして傍観者の魔女たち。
Byrne burst and disappeared. A single gold flower petal glittered. Leon picked it up. It was the only trace of a miracle that remained in this chapel. Well, beside you. At that time, cheery voices could suddenly be heard. It was the relatives. They came out of the waiting room one by one.
リオン、ここにいたのですか？探しましたよ。
Oh, goody. Need something?
母さん、申し訳ありません。少し考え事をしていました。
やっと雨が上がったみたいやな。いい天気みたいや。
皆さん方、屋敷へ戻ろうじゃないかね。これでベアトリーチェの葬儀は終了だそうだ。
お父さん、当主様は？
今来るぜ。今日は散々だったな。親父の葬式ごっこに付き合うのも疲れるぜ。
そんなこと言っちゃダメよ。大事なセレモニーだったわ。そうね、お父様にとって大切な儀式だったと思うわ。私お腹空いちゃったわ。ゴーダさん、何か作れない？
I have some delicious soup prepared.
はい。すぐにお茶のご用意をいたします。
リオンはどこか？肩を貸せ。
当主様、ただいま。
As Kenzo came out after the others, Leon ran up to him.
今日は一日ご苦労だった。ベアトリーチェの葬儀は これで終了である。
はい、ベアトリーチェの魂もきっと救われただろうと思います。
なぜそうわかる？
さっきまで私はベアトリーチェと一緒にいました。そして彼女が未練なく旅立ったのを見届けました。だからわかります。私がそれを保証します。
そうか、お前が言うなら間違いはあるまい。
The relatives left the chapel one by one. Leon left too, giving Kinzo a shoulder to lean on. A beam of sunlight peeked through the clouds, looking like a staircase leading up to heaven. Oh. There you go. And that was the end of chapter 7. Next is the tea party. Addition of new elements. Thank you for the gift. So what is this background changed to? Ah, the stage. Next is the tea party episode 7. Oof, I'm ready for it. Hopefully it's not going to be as depressing as the rest of this episode. There was really a satisfying ending for 7. Well, might as well not wait. See you guys on the other side. Have a great day, and see you guys tomorrow.